Hey guys, Aaron here with For the Love of Tech, and today I'm bringing you something that you've been asking me for. That's right, I have a special guest, Chris from The Rewired Soul, who's going to tell us exactly what technology he used to start up his YouTube channel. Stick around and find out how you too can become a YouTuber. Alright, the purpose of the video today is to ask Chris a couple questions, find out exactly what technology he used to start his YouTube channel, and how he has grown from 0 to hero, which is about 18,000 subscribers in less than a year. Let's go ahead and get started. The SD card. No, the SD card's not in there. Can you grab my bag, my Gucci bag?
Can you grab my Gucci bag? This one? No. This one? No. This one?
The other one.
The other Gucci bag.
Don't put that in the video, Zach.
Oh, hey, Zach.
Peasant. Alright, Chris, when you first started your YouTube channel, what was the first thing that you had to get as far as technology-wise? The one thing you could not live without?
Well, a video camera, like that's the main thing I needed. And I'm somebody who had to start YouTube on a budget, so it all started with this right here. Like,
and what phone is that?
This is an iPhone 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 7 because I didn't get the 8 or the X or anything like that. So yeah, this is a 7. I think I might have actually started on a 6 too.
So that's an upgrade.
Yeah.
That's an upgrade.
What's that face? Is iPhone 7 not good?
Oh, no, they don't make it anymore.
It's a classic.
It's
Yeah. So I started with this and I just basically propped it up on my desk and that was it. And the first upgrade I got was a tripod for a cell phone.
okay.
And I think that was the first upgrade, and then I ended up getting a lapel mic that could plug into this, into the jack. And then a recommendation from Roberto Blake was they have a little ring light that clips on. So like I got my first probably 500 to 1,000 subscribers all with a cell phone.
And a ring light and a little clip-on lapel mic that plugged in.
Yeah, and
it must have been a 6S because I don't think there's a headphone jack on the 7.
No.
So it was the 6 that you started with, okay.
Yeah. So, and yeah, like all the equipment I got was probably less than $50.
$50 is what it takes to get started in YouTube. So if you're out there and you think you need to have a 4K camera, 1080p, top-notch everything, all these gizmos and gadgets, you don't. You need $50, a topic, a channel, and a whole lot of willingness. Now, from there you started and then you enjoyed a little bit of success. So at what point did you tell yourself it was okay to go out and spend a little bit more money on some more technology to step up your game? And what was that technology?
I try to budget, like I have other side hustles and I had a full-time job and everything. So I got to a certain point, like I think it might have been John Prosser who just talked about like how audio is really important. So I started researching audio equipment because I had the lapel mic and it was like a $10 one. So I ended up going out and getting a Blue Yeti microphone, I think for like $100. That was the first thing I got. So what I was doing was I was still recording on my cell phone at my desk and I had the Blue Yeti plugged into my PC and I would start recording the audio on my PC, start doing that, and then I would have to sync the audio up in Adobe Premiere.
Okay.
So after that, some things got rolling. So earlier this year, we would get a little quarterly bonus from my company. So it was like a $500 bonus, and I just started asking my YouTube friends, I'm like, hey, I need a camera. Like I wanna get a decent camera, I wanna start doing things, like I want this to look somewhat professional. So people started giving me a bunch of recommendations, and like I forgot who it was, but they recommended eBay. And like when it comes to technology, I already have trust issues, but like when it comes to technology, like getting like used tech on eBay, like I was scared out of my mind.
You never know what you're gonna get, and you're putting a lot of trust in the process that you're gonna get what you're paying for.
Yeah, and yeah, you never know if it's gonna work and if it gets broke, and I don't use eBay, so I'm like, what if I gotta return it? But anyways, like what I ended up doing was I went on eBay And like people were recommending like a good starter camera was like a Canon Rebel, and like I think they have like a T6i and a T7i. Well, I went on and I found a T5i that started at a pretty low price. I was asking people, and a lot of people were like, well, that's the older model. I'm like, I don't care. So I think the bid started at like $200 and I want to spend less than $400. And what I personally did was I educated myself about eBay, and if you go on eBay, like all my fears were kind of washed away because this guy had a good seller's rating. He sells a lot of camera equipment and tech stuff, and people left reviews. Yeah. So like people were vouching for him, and I'm like, okay, and eBay's a reputable company, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people, like he couldn't just hire people to make a bunch of fake reviews. So I think with this little bidding war I got him with some guy, I ended up paying like $330 for this camera. And like the Canon, I think the Rebel T6i right now is like $800. So I got my camera for $300.
Okay, and it works great for you. And and it shoots. And the average YouTuber isn't really overly concerned, like someone like me. Even though I am an average, maybe even below average YouTuber, but since I'm in technology, I want to have the latest and greatest, and I love bells and whistles and toys. Whereas just a regular YouTuber who's doing lifestyle type stuff, mental health recovery type stuff, they don't need a 4K camera. They don't need all the bells and whistles. They need something that's going to make them look good and something where they're going to sound as equally good. So let's go back to the sound, because you mentioned John from Front Page Tech told you how important audio was. What did you do? Did you do anything else for the audio, or are you still rocking the Yeti mic today?
So I still have the Yeti. So basically what happened, like for those of you who don't know, Aaron and I are at Vid Summit. So I wanted to do, and I actually have it, but like what I wanted to do was like I had all these ideas for videos, and I was like, I want to do some collabs and everything. And the Blue Yeti, like even though it's an amazing mic, it has to be plugged into a power source. So I'm like,
and a computer.
And a computer. Yeah, it has to be a computer. I made that mistake one time. I tried to just plug it into my phone charger so it had juice. Didn't work. I wasted my time recording a video. So don't do that.
Don't do that.
So right before I came here, and like me and my girlfriend were trying to move and get our own place, so I talked to another creator named Jason, one of our friends. His channel's Jay Leaves, shout out Jason. And he does a lot of filming and editing, and I said, okay dude, I need a camera microphone so I can like do stuff out there without having to plug in the Blue Yeti. What's good? And he recommended like the Rode Video Mic Pro for about like $200 or $220. And like I was like, okay, so right now like I'm still on a budget, right? Even though with my channel growth I have income coming in, like my girlfriend and I, we've been saving up for our apartment, so I'm still on a budget. So like Jason told me to get the Video Mic Pro, and I was like, well, what about just the regular Video Mic Go? And he basically told me that, you know, it wouldn't last as long. You might have X, Y, and Z issues and stuff, but the Video Mic Go was $100 cheaper. So I just basically looked at like, okay, longevity, budget, you know, and if I keep growing, like if this microphone can last me for a year or two, like that's perfect.
I'll go ahead and link Chris's channel here in the card right up here. You can go ahead and check out some of his videos, and you can also see that his audio sounds fine. When you're first starting off, the best thing to do is go cheap, but make sure that it's something that's going to last. If you can get a good deal on a good product, go that way. Don't come out the gate spending a bunch of money and thinking you need the biggest, latest, and greatest of everything. The best part, if you're buying from Amazon, you can buy it, you can try it. If it doesn't work, you can always send it back and get something else. Never be stuck with technology that you're not happy with or you don't want to keep forever. To go ahead and wrap it up, we have our recording source, which started off as a cell phone. Then it migrated over to a Canon Rebel, and then you're using your Rode Go mic. Is that your current setup that you're using right now? Yeah, so since I've been here, it's really crazy too. And like, hashtag not sponsored, like, I've been using the Video Go mic since I've been here in Los Angeles. I haven't been using Adobe Audition to tweak my audio. And my audience is saying that my audio actually sounds better, which is blowing my mind. So like, what I think I'm gonna do when I get home is, since I want to start a podcast and start
using better audio in my live streams. I'm gonna keep the Rode mic for my YouTube videos and then just leave my Blue Yeti at my computer, so when I do my live streams like mental health talks, or sometimes I stream on Twitch and just have conversations with people while I'm doing that. So I think that'll be my setup.
Awesome, nice. Well, we learned a lot today, and we're going to go ahead and throw up some links in the description on some things that you can purchase in order to help get your YouTube channel started off the ground. And as you know, For the Love of Tech is always doing a giveaway. Your opportunities to get entries into the giveaway are just about over. This might be the last video that you can get entries for the giveaway. Let me go ahead and get a Roman numerals 8026 in the description. Give me a dash and tell me what else you would like to see from us as far as technology to help you start your YouTube channel. And there will be a link in the description for the Gleam link. There you can get several opportunities to enter into the giveaway. Anything else you want to add, Chris?
No, if you want help with your mental health, come over and check out my channel, The Rewired Soul. Also Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, come follow me, shoot me a holler, say that you found me on Aaron's channel, and I love all of you.
Awesome. All right. For the Love of Tech, go in your drawers, go behind your cupboard, go under your cupboard, go on top of your cupboard, go behind your fridge and pull out old technology that you've lost and forgot all about. Dust it off, shine it up, give it to someone that doesn't have it. Put a smile on someone's face, and for the Love of Tech, namaste.